special edition of the 2% podcast. I'm here with Tucker.
Yes.
And Riley. So, we're leaving our local big city today. We came out here to do stuff, sell some comics, stuff like that. But, we already recorded the first minute of this video when we witnessed a car accident. Tucker, you want to talk about that?
So we're sitting there, and they were talking about Cafe Frappuccino or something, and all of a sudden it's like this, and I looked, and saw a black truck flipped in front of a SUV. Thank God that they were protected, because it could have been a lot worse. Luckily, it was just the front half of the car, both people, all people involved were okay, but thank the Lord. That was it. Go back and listen to it. You can hear the whole impact of the recording.
It's great. I mean, you can barely hear it unless you've got something with big bass, because all you can hear is But yeah, that's not even the weirdest part about our day either. So we came up here to, we were selling comics and stuff, because we had some comics we wanted to sell. And Tucker, tell them how much the comic you found was supposed to be.
I had a comic 1978 that was supposed to be worth $100, $120. I wouldn't take it because it was missing the back cover. Written at some point, just missed the last 2 pages of advertisement, not comic. So that sucks, but
I kind of get that, but then they would still sell it, buy it, I don't know, $20, $20. I'm sure someone would buy it for $50.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I'll sell it to them. We're gonna have a comic. It's better when we have a cover.
Yeah, let that be a lesson to you all. Make sure your comic has a back cover.
Not a front cover.
Not a front cover, that doesn't matter. Make sure it has at least a back cover. But I sold a comic and 2 video games and only got $11 store credit for $6 cash. I think I got ripped off, yeah. And I brought up an iPod Nano 3rd generation. They wouldn't even take it. As soon as I put it in the buyback bin, they told me, no, can't buy that. Which I don't know why. These things are getting more and more expensive. A lot of people want them, and the only damage to mine is cosmetic. But oh well. Yeah, a loss for them. Someone might have bought that for like $1 million. Because now I'll sign this iPod and I'll give it away to one of our listeners. And guess what? I listen to this podcast, so let me draw random names. Look, everyone can verify it's my name, right?
It's not like it. He just wrote his name on his private.
It's crazy, isn't it?
He doesn't want you to somehow. Riley's lying.
Don't listen to Tucker. Anyway, so this is technically Tucker's first episode because I did not get episode 3 downloaded. So Tucker asked if you want to be on the podcast.
Like a car.
Nice. So what happened this week? Does anyone know? Like, what's news right now?
I've been kidnapped. I have.
All right. So one of the other things I want to do in this episode is I'm not going to edit. Whatever happens is staying in. Unless someone says something really bad, I'm not doing it.
Unless I say something racist.
If he says something racist, I'm keeping it in so he can be canceled.
What? No, that's not fair.
So just don't say anything racist.
Audience, hear me out. If I say something good, you will defend me, right? Yeah.
I don't think they will.
Just remember, always go to RT shows up there. And probably complaints like this.
File your complaints to the 2% Podcast official account. That is @2podcast. @2. Master Chief has told us that there's a wreck ahead. Again. So, we here at today's episode, I know we're already getting to a sponsored deal at 5 minutes, but today's episode is brought to you by me. That's
I really hope that Sgt Johnson.
I hope so too. You should.
If you somehow listen to this while you're riding in the car, chances are you'll probably get one.
So, anyone got any topics they want to talk about?
What do you think about
Hunt Brothers Pizza. There we go. That's what we'll debate about.
We have a pizza box in the back that's been empty.
So, we left from church. Thanks, Master Chief. We got some lunch. We got some Hunt Brothers Pizza, which I think is just a thing of the South.
It's not a
Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments.
Tucker has something for you.
O'Reilly's a Yankee.
Yes, you do. I have a personal belief. Well, let me see your birth certificate because I'm pretty sure it says Riley Yankee.
Yeah.
Really? Because I have my birth certificate.
Removed?
Yeah, exactly.
Your real name is Riley Yankee.
Riley Yankee. Riley Yankee.
Riley Yankee. Riley's a red.
I'm secretly related to Weirdo.
So, this place we went to for stuff is 2nd and Charles. Riley, did you tell them what you used to call it up until a week ago?
It's not that I used to call it this, it's that I still call it this. I'm only calling it correctly. In quotation marks, correctly. I have a very good deal because my two colleagues here apparently have a hard time listening to me, so they can't swallow that down. It was always called Sgt Johnson because, every son is a second Charlie. These two, well, one idiot's in front of me. I'm sitting in the back seat, but they didn't let me sit in front. Kids sit in the back. Kids sit in the back. So we're slightly from the architecture.
For legal reasons, there are no kids in this car, so we just keep running.
Essentially. They want to call it Sgt Charles, even though it sounds like a really bad word.
And it's spelled Charles, with C-H-A-R-L-E.
It's spelled
Yes.
We mentioned Riley's a Yankee. Did we mention that Tucker is not a Yankee?
Good.
Well, what do you have with Snake?
So, like I said earlier, episode 3 was recorded a month ago now? And a little bit of behind the scenes for the first 2 episodes. Both of those episodes were recorded in 2 parts because both times I got interrupted. And coincidentally, it happened in episode 3 as well. Crazy, right? So, part 1 was 30 minutes and part 2 was only 15 minutes. And part 2 downloaded onto my computer. Easy peasy, no problem. Part 1 did not download. And I tried multiple times every day for a week. And the recording software we use just automatically deletes audio files after 7 days. Well, 7 days passed. And so now episode 3 is lost to time.
You still have the recording of part 2.
I still have part 2, which is only about 10-15 minutes. Episode 3B and never upload episode 3 yet.
Just merge it with this recording. Episode 3 part 2.
Upload episode 3 part 2 and never upload episode 3.
Don't answer anything on part 1. So what's the name of this?
This is...
Is this episode 4?
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it. Episode 4, yeah. I just skipped episode 4. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So later down the line, if we get popular or whatever, you know what? I'm going to manifest it. When we get popular, people are going to be like, where's episode 3 at? And they'll be like, what do you like to know? So yeah, episode 4.
State roads are too small for the modern vehicle. And then stop making massive, like, trucks and stuff.
Like, more people could start using trucks for work like they meant to be.
Like, what they're luxury vehicles. Well, the modern truck is a luxury.
Yeah, but the truck design is still meant to be a working vehicle.
My truck was a full-size pickup in '92. It looks like a Ranger compared to a modern truck.
But, in my opinion, trucks should be used for work because a lot of them, I mean, the essential design of a truck does not fit on the modern road, in my opinion.
So a modern truck, yeah, my truck was just fine on the road.
Well, that's different.
How?
Because it's a single cab and it's smaller.
My truck is literally a work vehicle. Like, they advertise it as the first work vehicle that you could use, like, wherever.
But still, the modern truck, it's big. It looks big to evoke power and work, is what I'm saying. But they've sort of turned into luxury vehicles. Emissions are higher on trucks. They have way less gas mileage. They just really aren't built for highways, and people use them for luxury.
11.
How many people drive trucks actually have a job?
Let's see, actually.
Describe me.
I'm currently getting 25.8 miles per gallon. That is a lot lower than I was hoping it would be.
And a little.
I don't know if you can hear it in the recording, but my car is constantly shaking.
I really hope that affects the audio of this podcast.
I do too. This is going to be a funny episode. I'm not, like I said, I'm not editing. I'm not touching it. I'm not rebalancing it. I'm going to pull it off of my phone and upload it.
He's not editing it out.
That depends on how racist it is.
Oh, okay.
But don't say it.
You level racism.
Well, there is a difference between a white person saying, like,
Let's turn this into a political podcast.
Yeah, let's make it some political podcast.
you know what? No, let's steer this away. Officially on Spotify, this is a gaming podcast, so we need to talk about video games because we have yet to do that in episodes. We have already talked about them. Let's talk Halo. Tucker and I can talk Halo all day. I don't know what Riley's going to do. So, Tucker, what is your favorite Halo 1?
I guess Reach. Just
Alright. Mine is Halo 3 ODST. I know that it's a controversial pick, but for my reasoning, it's not the music. That's what most people like about the game. I love the music, yes, but it's not what I like about the game. So, in every other Halo, you're a super soldier. You drop in as a super soldier. You're either Master Chief, or Locke, or Noble 6. Except for the Spartan Strike thing. Spartan Strike and Spartan Assault. But that's different. You're still a super soldier. You're a super soldier. And then in Halo Wars, it's RTS, so you're not really playing as Halo. But, in Halo 3 ODST, you're an ODST. You're basically, like an Army Ranger or Navy SEAL, but of the Halo universe. And I don't know, it's just, like the atmosphere of the game. I love being Mombasa. Mombasa Streets is my all-time favorite Halo level. And that's because it's free roam Halo, like Infinite is. Like, I like that about Infinite. I like that about Mombasa Streets. But, it's just, I love the atmosphere. I think Halo 3 ODST has the best Easter eggs. There's that Easter egg that no one has solved still. If it has been solved, it's been solved like 2 months ago, I think. But it's the one with the visor thing where you can see the faces everywhere. As far as I'm aware, that's an Easter egg that still hasn't been solved. And it's a, 15-year-old game? Riley, when were you born?
I don't think that's a question.
Ryan, how old are you right now?
I'm very discharged about this.
You're about, okay. I know how old he is. This game is like, I don't know, maybe a year or two younger, maybe? No, more than that. It came out in 2009. Because I remember buying the Halo 3 the ODST disc, it was white, and it had the Halo Reach demo advertisement. And then my favorite Halo character, Buck, he's in ODST. My second favorite, Sgt Johnson, he's an Easter egg in ODST, and you can play as him if you have the pre-order bonus on the 360, or if you buy them in Master Chief Collection. I don't know, overall ODSTs, I like it. I like the concept of ODSTs. I would really love sort of a sequel game, not really about the characters, but about another group of ODSTs. Maybe Sega Halo. There's that new book that just came out. What is it called? Like, it just came out last week. You haven't heard about that? It just came out last week. It's about right after the attack on the infantry on Sega Halo.
Oh yeah.
And it's about a Spartan and a group of ODSTs. But yeah, I love content like that. Even the ODST books that people don't like, New Blood and Bad Blood, I love those books. I mean, if you've got like, I don't know, like 2 days worth of reading that you need to get done, read those books. They'll probably take about 2 days each to read. Riley, what's your favorite Halo? Of all the Halos you've played, what's your favorite Halo? Mission, sure. You've only played Halo 2. And he's only halfway through it. Being stuck on the library.
So, the level I liked is the one with the snow outside. So it's like you fly around on this thing, you shoot it down.
The one with the Banshee in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was always able to take those things down and fly around.
What? Is that no, it's not a Sword on the Controller, it's the one after it, right? I don't think it is so.
It's wonderful.
No, the Sword on the Controller is the one on the island.
I know what you do is you run around. It's still one of those truck things.
Yeah, what's wrong?
It's good on Halo 1. I don't know.
I don't think Dingus is derogatory, but still good.
If I say I'm offended, right?
Excuse me.
If I say I'm offended,
So, Tucker, that, I thought you were done. I will continue.
So, you're in the snow, you're walking on Steam, I'm playing on PC. It's really slow because the PC I'm using is like a 150 cheap Walmart PC. So it's not really doing that much for it. And I'm a PS4 player by heart. You know, as much as it's made, basically. So I play the PS4. And the controls are really weird. And especially on Xbox, because the Xbox controllers suck.
Okay, that. Them are fighting words today.
I literally cannot use the PS4.
You just have to try to learn. So, it's very laggy. So every time you shoot something with that laser gun, right, you're playing on a PC. It's like
Not necessarily because it's PC, I think it's just because it's pure.
What's that purple gun that shoots the first one? Yeah. Those things are fun. It's a really sucky. It really doesn't work.
For those of you listening, which is all of you, because this isn't a video, me and Tucker just looked at each other weird. And if you're a Halo player, you know what?
That's what you thinks. Yeah, I really hate that one because, you know, it's so inaccurate. It doesn't do anything. Like, it flies around. This gun isn't worth anything. You only get it from picking it up from the other guy, which I always do, just to see if it'll do anything different. But no, it's the exact same every time.
Did you come across the camouflage elite in that mission?
Yes, I did. I hate them. They're horrible. I'm walking in a room. I have so much progress done. All of a sudden, so they just start laughing at you back there. You know, and I'm sitting in my I'm sitting on my PC. I'm sitting on my computer. And I'm sitting there, and I just drop my remote to the ground every time because I have to have a USB plugged into the PC. So I can't even have it that far away. And I'm just crying eternally and internally. Yeah. To all those who are playing Halo for the first time, I recommend you that don't play past the nerd, please.
No,
just
no.
Just please.
Play on the easy.
No, I am playing the easy.
Just skip, if you can, skip the library.
No. I started out on normal because I'm a big boy. And then I had to downgrade to easy because I couldn't get past it. And I still can't. And it lags every time. It's so slow. And I have to spend at least 5 minutes getting ready for the lag. For every level, like the load. It's like, oh, I gotta jump. Oh, I gotta turn around and shoot. The healing center. Oh, can I talk about Master Chief's healing for a little bit? It's so stupid. Like how?
Someone's not going to do it.
Like seriously. Come on, man. You have a suit of armor that regenerates. Like, what's the point of living if you can never know? Come on, man. Seriously.
As you can tell, Riley does not know the Halo lore.
Halo lore is dumb sounding, okay? I don't know who this Arbiter guy is, but he sounds like a really dumb guy.
Alright, moving on before Riley makes the rest of the Halo fandom mad. Tucker, what are your favorite missions from every Halo game? You don't have to describe why, you just gotta... If you don't remember the names, you can just describe it.
Well, Halo series got a pretty common one. Beach, Halo 2, 5, mission would be... the one where you drop down the yo-yo sometimes. Halo 3, I'll have to say... I guess the first mission clear, that's the one that I always go back to. Halo 4, I'd say I don't know if I ever played through Halo 4. I think I have to go back and play the first two missions. So I guess the second mission is, the second mission is really fun in Halo 4. And then Halo Reach. Just a game. So, Halo Reach didn't really have any bad luck.
Halo 5? I got it.
Halo Reach sounds like
It's just one big level.
Halo Reach, it's reaching out. It's doing some numbers.
It doesn't have any numbers.
Halo Reach is doing numbers. Yep.
Does anyone play Halo Reach?
Yes.
Every Halo player tends to be everyone's favorite Halo. Not because it's good, mostly because of nostalgia and life.
No, I think it's good.
Well, I'm saying it's good, but I think a lot of people's reasons for liking it is nostalgia. It was the most popular Halo.
Well, my good reason. It wasn't nostalgic when they played it originally.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that there was sort of a Reach revolution after Halo 5 started adding Reach.
Revolution?
Yeah, so Reach Revolution. Because I noticed when Halo 5 added Reach content, a lot of people... So, I saw charts and stuff. When Halo 4 came out, people played the multiplayer, and then that sort of started, getting Reach to jump back up there because people went back and visited Reach's multiplayer. And that sort of made Reach boost in popularity. But then Halo 5 came out, people played that multiplayer, and Halo 5 added Reach content to it, and in my opinion, that sort of made Reach even more popular because it put it into more people's minds. Reach Reach has always been popular and has not always been liked. I do remember a time when people hated that. But yeah, I think a lot of, I'm not saying everyone who likes Reach likes it because of nostalgia. I think I'm just saying that a lot of people like it purely because of nostalgia. Well, it's a 20-year franchise. But yeah, I'll go through my favorite levels. In CE, it's definitely the beach one, sold on the controller, I think is what it is. Halo 2. Probably one of the Arbiter levels in Halo 2. Everyone's gonna hate me, but I've only played through Halo 2 once. But, you know what, I'll say it, Mombasa Streets. It's so incredibly frustrating that I just like it for some reason.
I don't think it's not bad.
No, I never said I tried it.
I was trying to, I really could, like, I literally could not do it.
Which, that's some Halo news, where someone just beat Halo 2 on Lasso, everything but Envy, without dying. Critical Penguin Z0, Charlie, whatever you want to call him, set out a bounty for $20,000. I think it was initially $10,000, but no one did it, so he set it for $20,000. So I don't remember the guy's YouTube channel, but he went in on Halo 2 on the original Xbox so he could use some of the exploits that MCC doesn't have. And he did a Lasso Deathless run without the Envy Skull. Because the Envy Skull makes the game easier. So he won $20,000. And he was the first person to ever beat Halo 2 on Legendary, all skulls on, except for Envy, without dying. For Halo 3. Probably the desert one, the one with Ford and the Dawn just goes up and does that trip. You know what I'm talking about. And it gets to the Scorpion. I don't remember what that one's called, but that one, ODST already talked about it. It was definitely Mombasa Streets. For Reach, I'm going to say Tip of the Spear. That is the only one I like to replay, mostly because I like the first cutscene. And I like the second cutscene. I like the cutscenes in that game. For Halo 4, I liked all of Halo 4. But I'm going to go with the Broadsword. The one where you find the Broadsword, I think that one was my favorite. If I had to pick one. If not, maybe the Infinity, the one in the jungle. For Halo 5, my favorite Master Chief mission was the first Master Chief mission. I think that's like an NPC again. But the Lock mission, probably the last one that takes place on the colony world, the one where you have to shoot down all the Forerunner ships with your guns. Like, it gives you a bunch of, like, auto-locking guns that you have to, it's just wave after wave. It's really frustrating, but I don't know, I like it. For Halo Infinite, I know it's an open world game and all that, but I really like the one where you go into Spire. I like that part, because I like that cutscene. For those of you who know the meme, it's the one where Master Chief jumps out of the tower. You haven't seen that?
What does he do?
You need to look up Master Chief jumps into a pelican.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing.
But, yeah. Now, Riley, while I was talking about my favorite missions, you brought up the whole speedrunning thing.
Oh, yeah.
I have noticed that too. The speedrunning has become very popular. Which it's always been somewhat popular, but I think it started when people tried to do Super Mario 64 speedruns.
In my opinion, he flipped another game. I don't know if you remember this game or not. You Crab can do. But you remember the game, Mr. Krabs Overdose or something?
Yeah.
It was a great game.
I mean, it's great.
Did you ever play that game?
I've never played it. No.
I think I played it once.
I've seen the speedruns for that game. It is very wet.
Have you ever heard of this game?
But Mr. Krabs overdoses on ketamine.
Yeah, you have. Have you played it? Have you seen it? Yes.
Because the speedrun is what, like a minute?
Yeah, it's like a minute.
Like, I think what you do is you run around a rock, get in a boat, drift into a wall, flip through that wall, and go and take some ketamine, run to the plankton boss fight, and you skip it somehow. I've watched Charlie's video on it a lot, and I still don't understand that part of the speedrun. Like, how do you skip the boss? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like the last part of it is a boss fight that somehow like the speedrun you skip it like immediately. Definitely that Mr. Krabs overdoses on ketamine definitely helped to bolster the speedrun community. What are some other games you guys like other than Minecraft?
Have you ever heard of Block Swords?
What?
Block Swords?
What is Block Swords?
It's a game where you play as a rectangular prison and you walk around and get down.
Oh, yeah, it's on Cool Math.
It looks like that one weird looking texture in Roblox.
Yeah, it's like a...
It looks like the Planet Earth.
Yeah, it was made in like 2010, but it looks like it was made on a 90s computer. You didn't play it on Cool Math?
I didn't play it. I never heard what Cool Math was. Oh yeah, by the way, I will say Cool Math, a little bit overrated.
I can't believe this guy. Cool Math is one of the best, like, school-friendly games.
I did not say it was the best.
I guess nostalgia does warrant something with this.
I mean, what's the last time you played it?
Like a month ago, maybe?
Like a month ago?
Maybe not a month ago, but within the last year.
And how many times have you played Block Swords?
Well, I don't really play Block Swords. I didn't recognize it. One of my favorite games was Colorful Kingdom.
So basically, objective is a lot of and it's all pixelated. It's all really cool, but it's got that nostalgia. And yes, I know the nostalgia can work effect on some people's lives. It works. Now there is another game that I'll talk about. Have you ever heard of Red?
Yes.
Did you play Red?
Not really. I like to run and I like Colorful Kingdom.
Red Wars is a history of its own because the developers of the game updated it recently to make it look more modern. And I personally believe, and I'm under the impression that it is an abomination. It is an abomination to anyone who has ever submitted themselves to the game.
There is one I just thought about that I love. On Cool Math. Did you ever play Jacksmith?
No.
You never played Jacksmith?
No.
So in Jacksmith, you play as a donkey blacksmith. And that's why it's called Jacksmith. Jacksmith blacksmith. Yeah. Growing up as a donkey, his other name was Jackal. But yeah, that one was fun because you made weapons for people and you unlocked new weapons as you fought monsters. It was a really good game. I was very sad when Adobe Flash closed because it was a Flash game. I have not been able to play it and I haven't found any emulator.
I forget what that one game was called. It was like you play as a ninja. I think it was Stick Ninja. Something like that.
Where you're like a sticky ninja?
Yeah, Sticky Ninja.
I don't think that's what it's called, but I know what game you're talking about.
Yeah, it's called stick and joke down.
Yeah, stick and
Basically, you were like Velcro or something. Oh yeah. You heard in that problem here.
Yeah, he's a little. Welcome to the Colby and Riley morning. So, Riley, what, anything interesting? Okay.
I'll take control. What are your thoughts on the small one? 1716.
The what?
The small one?
I have no thoughts. I don't know what that is.
It is the small one between Austria, Russia, and the Ottoman Empire.
I haven't a clue.
Very good. And it's not even a word called small.
Imagine winning a war called the Small One.
You're a veteran, or you're like a leader of the war of the small, where you fought, bled, and suffered for not much decades. That's another problem.
It was 3 years.
3 years. Yeah, imagine being remembered for a really horrible war, but no one ever knows. No one even knows what's going on. Like if I look this up on Wikipedia, I guarantee you it's going to be like a really short Wikipedia. Okay.
Well, Riley, what I was going to ask you is if anything interesting happened to you this week.
Well, I did things. I ate, I drank, I consumed, and I have a novel idea. Okay, I've been planning this for a long time. You know how in most like schools and like English classes and reading classes, they tell you that you can't read a book with no plot.
Okay.
Well, I decided to challenge that a long time ago. So I call this story The Plant. Okay? It's a story about a plant in the grass. And I'm gonna read you some stuff that I typed in. Okay?
Well, what is the concept for it?
It's a plant in the grass.
And that's all it's about?
The plant was in the ground. The plant was there. It rained. The plant was there. The plant stayed. The plant took in photosynthesis. It rained again.
I don't think that's how photosynthesis works.
Muddy. It got muddy. Photosynthesis. Cellular respiration. The plant was there. And imagine that stunning conclusion to the story. Oh, by the way, you won't be able to tell where it begins and where it ends because it's the same book.
Well, didn't you say it was a plotless story?
A plotless story cannot exist.
So you set out to disprove.
Yes.
You said that you could write a story without plot.
It is merely an encouragement to all future readers. And I also had another idea about a book in this manner. You know what it's called? Take a guess. We have the plant. Now what's the sequel?
The tree.
The toenail.
Oh, no.
Basically, you know how you just sit in your chair and with your shoes off, and you're just really bored, looking on your phone, you're like, oh man, my toenails are getting a little long. Well, what are you going to do with your toenails? You're going to peel them off, right? Yeah. You're not one of those guys who's a clipper, that's stupid. Oh, and here's this gangster next to us. Hey, we're driving past the waste. Nice to meet you. The toenail set. The toenail set in the middle of the room, unbeknownst to you, and so on. What are your reviews on this?
10 out of 10.
What about the plant?
I did prefer the plant. The plant was actually fun. I would recommend changing the photosynthesis part.
Oh.
The plant did photosynthesis. That's not.
Do the authors have to be educated?
Well, what if you changed the plant went through photosynthesis? It would change up the cadence of the story a lot more and make it a little more interesting.
The plant did photosynthesis.
Oh, that's about all the time we have today, folks. We want to thank you for listening to today's special edition of the
What's your badge of honor today?
2% podcast.
2% podcast
And check our following us twice during this recording.
We hope we've served you well on this road trip, and we hope that this will be like us riding in the backseat of the car.
Yeah, go ahead and throw this on while you're driving.
Listen to this monthly, okay? Every single time, once a month, you're going to listen to this while you go on a really long drive. And you're going to feel more loved. Okay? We're your friends. We love you.
We love you.
We care for you. Okay? Even though you may hate us at the RT show program, sometimes we disagree with you, and sometimes we disagree with you. But that's okay. We love you regardless. And we hope that you can continue to tune in with us on the road. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your interest in our little game. It really brings a smile to my heart, and
I think Riley's actually about to start crying.
I come to tears thinking about it. Just a little small podcast. All for us. Thank you so much. I love you all personally. Please DM me on FDRT Schultz on Twitter.
Make sure you cancel. Hashtag Riley is over, part.
Racism.